Today's live stream is called You Were Born to Lead. Stop shrinking and get certified as a life coach in 5 steps. All right. So, my name is Crystalline Bell, and I want to thank you for joining me on the live stream. I'm the founder of Badass Butterfly Spiritual Life Coaching, and I have this incredible certification program for women who want to become certified as spiritual life coaches. Now, I want to give you the 5 major pathways that you need to follow in order to really get certified and to set up your business. Okay. So the first pathway is about um, doing the work on yourself. Now, where you are right now, you've already done a lot of work on yourself. But before you get certified or before you receive certification, you need to do some specific work on yourself that is rooted around the pain that you're going to help other people heal within themselves. Now, remember that I said you don't have to be perfect to help other people heal. That is true. You don't have to be perfect, but you do need to be working on yourself. That is really important. So, what I do in my certification program is I help you, number one, uncover that trauma that you want to help other people heal and transform in their lives. And then what we do is we help you work on yourself, like you do some shadow work on yourself. You do some healing work on yourself. You do all these things to help you get in touch with the pain, to identify it, and to transform it. Now, that's the first step. The second step is where you're going to actually identify the people that you are really here to help. These are the people who most likely can relate to the pain that you have gone through. Like one of our students in the certification program, she is so good at being really clear and communicating, even though she has strong emotions. So for me, I get very fiery. I tend to be like anger would be one of the things that I need to really learn how to control. Well, she's gone through having, anger issues. I don't know if she has anger issues, but she really had to learn how to deal with her anger and put it in perspective. And when she was sitting down and looking at her past pain, what she realized is that she wants to help women who, or not just women, men and women who have issues with being perceived as angry or aggressive. So she's building an entire program to help people. She understands that pain. She's walked through that fire and she's come out the other side with a lot of wisdom. So she's taking that wisdom and she's bringing it into her coaching program. Does that mean that she's never going to get angry again? That she's never gotten angry after she's healed? No, that's not what that means. It means, though, that she has learned a lot from her journey with anger, and she has created wisdom within herself, and she is doing the work to refine that wisdom and bring it to the people who will benefit. I know that I love that idea. I would benefit from her and I would invest with her. Now, to me, this is like alchemy. Alchemy is when you take a base metal and you turn it into gold. And the way you got you got a base metal and you have some gold. You don't bring the gold down to the level of the base metal. What you do is you hold the gold high and you elevate, you raise the vibration of the base metal so that it is vibrating at the level of gold. And that is what my students do in my certification program. They go through a deep initiation and they create their offers that help people. And actually, that's the third pathway. And it's about creating. So the first pathway is working on yourself. The second pathway is understanding the needs of the people that you're going to help. The third pathway is understanding that you need to create that offer that's going to actually help people. Because, you're not a fairy. You can't just like wave a magic wand and be like, okay, I'm a life coach fairy. I just wave a wand and everybody gets better. No, you have to take people on a journey of healing and transformation. So that third step, that third pathway is about walking through the journey of building out that program. And that's where you really have to be in communication with your heart and your soul so that you can make the program authentic to you, but you also want to have that divine guidance so that your program feels like it's safe and supported by something, not just you and your ego, but really that I call it my spiritual guidance team that works through me to make sure that I've put things in the right order, that I've gone deep enough in the things that I write, in the articles that I write, or the text that I'm writing, that I'm going deep enough in the videos that I'm creating, and whatever it is that I'm creating in the program, I want to make sure that it's, guided by God and not just about my ego, right? So there's research that I have to do. I have to really kind of, cross-reference things and make sure that I am, doing my work as someone who wants to help other people. But I also want to make sure that God is, kissing what I'm doing and giving me, saying like, yes, Crystal Lynn, this is the right thing for you to be creating, and this is why I have the success rate that I do, because I'm always running things by God. My program is not based on my ego at all. I mean, my ego contributed, some fear and stuff like that because I did have fear, when I was building. So a lot of what I learned was because of fear, like that fear of I don't know how I'm going to get clients. That was a spark for me to learn how to get clients, right? So fear played a very creative role for me so that when I built my certification program, I made sure that everybody knows exactly what to do to get clients. And so that's really, really, really helpful. All right. The fourth pathway is the dimension or the pathway of your platforms. All right. So you've got to do work to make sure that you are visible and out there in all the right places. There are a lot of options for you. You can be on TikTok or YouTube or Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn or any of those other platforms that are out there. And the question is, it's not which one is the best. Where can I get where am I going to be the most successful? It's really about where your ideal clients are and how do you need to show up on that platform to attract your ideal clients? Because there's no point in being on Facebook if your clients aren't on Facebook. And one of the things we discovered with one of my students is that, she thought, okay, all of my clients are on LinkedIn, but then it turned out that they're on LinkedIn during the day when they are looking for something very specific, but they aren't browsing LinkedIn in the way she needs them to in order to kind of deal with their heart stuff. Like they're not dealing with their heart stuff on LinkedIn. They're doing that more on Instagram and on Facebook. So that was a shift that she made, an awakening that she had while she was in the program. And so she's able to kind of, again, work authentically, but doing it on the right platform. It's super important. Also, I am a really big believer in having a website and a blog that you use regularly. Now, is it the only way to do it? No, not at all. But if you want to have a six-figure business and you want success that sustains, meaning you don't want to do feast or famine, all right? You need to have a website and a blog that is always there and always providing a space, a presence for you online so that people can know exactly what you do and how you can help them. And website is great for that. Okay. But you also need to have social media platforms. You also need to have your landing pages where you can put your offers for the moment. You also need your curriculum for your platform. So all of that goes in this fourth pathway. And that's a very exciting time because once you're working on this fourth pathway, you are working with, you've done a lot of work and you are now putting yourself out there as a coach. It's really, really wonderful. Now, the fifth pathway is actually what I call the path of emergence. It's where you're actually putting yourself out on a regular basis. You're writing, you're making posts, you're telling people that you're a coach, you're inviting people in to work with you, you're telling them about your program, you're telling them about your coaching philosophy, you're sharing your blog with them. It is so exciting. So I hope that this is really clear. I hope that you are excited to become a certified life coach. All right. Bye for now, friends. Mwah. Bye.